Hello and welcome to the podcast. I'm Max, and it's so good to have you with us today.
Hey everyone, I'm Emma, and this is Easy English Listening.
That's right. This is the show where you can improve your English just by listening. It's designed for the background, so you don't have to stop what you're doing.
Exactly. Zero pressure, no need to take notes. Just let the conversation flow while you're driving, eating, or just relaxing.
hmm And today we have a topic that I think, it's pretty useful for almost everyone. We're talking about coffee shops.
Ooh, I love this topic. The smell of a coffee shop is just one of the best smells in the world, right?
It really is. And fun fact, that amazing smell actually comes from different types of coffee beans being roasted.
Oh, really?
The two most common types are Arabica and Robusta beans. Arabica is usually smoother and a bit sweeter, while Robusta is stronger and more bitter.
Ah, that explains why some coffees taste really strong and wake you up immediately.
I think I'm more of a smooth coffee person.
Some people love that strong taste, while others prefer something softer.
Ordering coffee is such a common, everyday thing to do, but it can also be a little intimidating if you're not used to the phrases.
So we're going to talk through some simple, easy phrases for ordering, customizing your drink, and paying.
Okay, so let's imagine we're walking up to the counter. Then the barista says, "Hi, what can I get for you?" What's the first and the most basic way to order, Emma?
I think the easiest one, the one everyone knows, is, "Can I get a?" So, for example, you could say, "Can I get a large latte, please?"
Perfect. Simple and polite. And you're asking a question. Another one I use a lot is, "I'll have a..."
Right. I'll have a small black coffee. It feels a little more direct, but it's still very friendly and normal.
Yeah, there's really no difference in politeness. It's just personal preference. I remember the first time I ordered coffee in a different country. I was so nervous, I think I just pointed at the menu and said, "That one."
Oh, I've done that too before. It works. But it does feel good when you can use the words. So you have the phrase, and then you need the size.
Right. For size, it's usually quite simple. Small, medium, or large.
Mm-hmm. Now, some big coffee chains have special words, right? Like grande or tall or venti.
They do, and honestly, it can be a little confusing at first.
Yeah, because those words don't always mean what you expect.
Exactly. For example, tall actually means a small size.
Yes, and that can be really confusing.
Yeah. Then grande means medium and venti means large. These words actually come from Italian, fun fact. Grande means big and venti means 20, which refers to the size of the drink in ounces.
Oh, that makes more sense now.
But honestly, if you just say medium, the barista will know exactly what you mean. You don't have to learn their special code.
That's such a good point. Don't worry about the fancy names. Just say small, medium, or large. So, Max, what's your go-to order? What do you usually get?
I'm a pretty simple person. I usually get a medium Americano.
Okay, so let's pause there. For our listeners, what's an Americano?
Ah, good question. It's just a shot of espresso, the strong, small coffee, with hot water added to it. So it's like a regular black coffee, but it tastes a little different.
That makes sense. Mine is a latte, which is similar but with milk. It's an espresso shot with a lot of steamed hot milk.
That's a great point. It's better to ask than to get something you don't like. Okay, so now we get to the fun part, customizing. This is where you make the drink exactly how you want it.
And there are so many other drinks too. It can feel like a whole new language. For example, you often see cappuccino on the menu. How is that different from a latte?
Yeah, and this can feel like the most difficult part. There are so many options. But you can just add a simple phrase. Let's start with milk. A lot of people don't drink regular milk.
A cappuccino is also espresso and steamed milk, but it has a lot more foam on top. The foam is that thick, bubbly layer of milk. So a latte is milkier and a cappuccino is foamier. It's a small difference, but people have strong opinions about it.
Totally. And then you have the flat white, which has become really popular lately. It sounds so simple, but what is it?
It's another one that's very similar. It's also espresso and steamed milk, but the milk is steamed in a way that creates very tiny, fine bubbles. They call it microfoam. So it's very smooth and velvety, with less foam than a latte or cappuccino.
So it goes cappuccino with the most foam, then latte, then a flat white with the least?
Exactly. And the most important thing is, you don't need to be a coffee expert. If you're curious, you can just ask the barista. What's a flat white? They're usually very happy to explain.
Right, so if you want oat milk, for example, you can just add it to your order. Can I get a large latte with oat milk, please?
Exactly. Or you can say, could you make that with almond milk? Most coffee shops have soy, oat, and almond milk now.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what about making it sweet?
You could ask for sugar, like, with 2 sugars, please. Or sometimes people like those flavored syrups, like vanilla or caramel.
Oh yeah, you can say with a pump of vanilla. A pump is just the amount that comes out when they press the top of the bottle. It's 1 serving of the syrup.
I have to share a quick story. I was traveling once and I wanted to try a caramel latte. I didn't know how to say just a little, so I just said caramel latte. And oh my gosh, it was so, so sweet. I couldn't even drink it. It was like candy in a cup.
I have been there, and I've done the opposite too. I was at a new place and ordered a specialty mocha. It sounded great, but I don't like very sweet drinks. I was too nervous to ask, could I get that with half the syrup? I just took it as it came, and it was like drinking chocolate pudding.
Oh no, that's so relatable though. You feel like you're being difficult or picky, but you're not. You're the customer, and you're paying for a drink you should enjoy. Baristas get these requests all day long. Asking for half sweet or less ice is completely normal.
You're right. That's a great reminder. And it's not just about sweetness, okay? Another important customization, temperature.
Oh, a huge one, especially in the summer. The word you need is iced. So, can I get an iced latte, please?
Perfect. It just means they'll make it with cold milk and add ice. You can also go the other way. Sometimes I ask for my drink extra hot.
Right, if you have a bit of a walk and you want it to stay warm. Extra hot is a great phrase.
Okay, one more really important customization word, decaf.
Yes, what does that mean, Max?
So decaf is short for decaffeinated. It means the coffee doesn't have caffeine in it, the stuff that wakes you up. So if you love the taste of coffee but you want to sleep later, you order decaf.
It's a great option for an afternoon or evening coffee. So you could say, I'll have a medium decaf cappuccino.
Exactly. Okay, so we've ordered our perfect, very specific drink.
Our large iced decaf oat milk latte with 1 pump of vanilla.
Exactly that. Now it's time to pay. The first question the barista might ask is, will that be for here or to go?
This is a really common question. For here means you plan to sit down and drink your coffee in the shop. They might give it to you in a real mug.
And to go means you're leaving, you're taking it with you. They'll give it to you in a paper or plastic cup with a lid.
Yep, so you just answer, for here please, or to go thanks.
All right, and then the actual paying part. They'll tell you the price, and you can just hold out your card or your cash. You can say, by card, please, if you want to.
Now, tipping. This can be tricky. Sometimes there's a little jar for cash tips or an option on the card machine.
It's true. My advice is don't feel pressured. In a coffee shop, a tip is a small thank you. It's nice, but it's not always expected. If you had great service, it's a nice gesture.
I agree. Okay, last step. After you pay, they often ask, can I get a name for the order?
Yes, so they can call you when your drink is ready. You just say your first name.
And please do not worry if they spell your name wrong on the cup. My name is Emma, which is pretty simple, and I've seen it spelled E-M-A-H before. It happens to everyone. It's just so they can shout something out.
Totally. It's part of the fun. So they'll call your name, you say thank you, and you've done it. You successfully ordered a coffee in English.
So that's a lot of information, but
It's all just small pieces, you know? It's not as scary as it sounds.
Totally. And you don't need to remember everything we said. Just pick one thing. Maybe next time just try ordering with I'll have a instead of can I get a.
Exactly. Maybe when you get a coffee later today or tomorrow, you can try asking for it to go. Just one small new thing.
Yes, because the important thing is just trying. Those small steps really do add up to big progress. You don't have to be perfect.
And we'll be here with you little by little every step of the way.
And we want you to practice. So go to the comments section wherever you're listening and tell us, what is your favorite coffee order? In English, of course.
Yes, we would love to read your comments. But that's all the time we have for this episode of Easy English Listening.
I'm Max.
And I'm Emma. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll talk to you next time.